Hey YouTube, Cave Dweller 1959. This is part 3 of making this knife right here. Like I said in 2, when I come back I'll have it scaled up, ready to go. We're going to try to make it look like this one here, companion knife to it. Very difficult to see the curl that's in this maple right here. But it is very highly figured. You see all them bars in there. Looks rather bleak, rather blah if you just put it out there like that. It takes just a little bit. I'm going to show you what you do. It takes a chemical, takes an acid. In this case it's called Aquafortis. It's right there. I get this out of a place called Track of the Wolf. It's primarily a muzzleloader supply warehouse, and this is what they did gun stocks with years and years back. They still do it today. That's why it's available. Excuse me. Everything I've read on this, the best take I can get, it takes an acid to crystallize the sugars that are in this maple that give it the flash. Just saturate it, give it a heavy coat. When this stuff dries, it's going to make it look like a piece of green treated lumber you go probably build a deck or a doghouse or something out of. To make it look like all the work you did, you just turned it into a piece of green treat. The instructions come with it. They basically are telling you exactly what I'm showing you here today. You see it's starting to work, doing its magic already. I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to put you on hold a second and come back. I'm going to show you how you make that acid do what we want it to do. Back in a flash. Alright, we're going to show you what it takes to make this seemingly piece of green treated timber, which was once a beautiful piece of maple, into the best looking knife in your house. What it takes to activate that acid is heat. I got this torch right here running. The heat source doesn't matter. I've done it on the kitchen stove. I've done it on gas heat, electric. It just takes heat. When you do this green treated color now, it's going to turn colors. It's going to end up looking a real rusty red. And that tells you that what needs to happen has happened. One word of caution here. Go back and watch some of my other videos. When these scales are put on, they're epoxy glued, the rivets pounded into place. Epoxy is a fantastic material. Very resistant to acids, oils, chemicals, cleaning solutions, all kind of stuff. The one thing that will take epoxy down is heat. You got something epoxied together, you need to separate it. If you can get it hot, and it don't take a lot, it'll soften it up, you can take it apart. We do not want to do that. We're going to do this relatively quick. I got a bucket of cold water here. We're going to cool it, and that water has a second purpose also. Let's do this, I'll show you. Turns color on you. That's what you're looking for. Get a little toasty, get a little burnt right there. Don't sweat razor blades. It's not going to hurt anything too seriously. We got a good going. We're going to throw it in the water. Turn off the torch. So what you're looking like, we're going to take steel wool. We're going to start polishing that up, bringing it back. Get rid of this. Another part of that water. This is an acid base. You start steel wooling that. You start breathing that in your nose. You'll know what I'm talking about, why you want to do it in water and wet. Keep that dust to a minimum. I'm going to reset the camera here and we'll start again. We're back. I've got it in this condition right here. I've already steel wooled it back. You just have to take off the initial to get the acid with the water. I've let it dry down. I've steel wooled it back. You're starting to see what your wood is really going to look like. You can go ahead and clear coat it right now. Seal it up if you like that color. I'm trying to match this one. Very few woods you ever see will lighten with age, and I want these looking old. I want them dark. I'm going to give it a coat of walnut just to darken it up. All the stains I use for this are either water base or alcohol base. Seems like you use a stain, you go down to your home improvement center and you get something that's made to stain the trim around your bathroom door. There's a sealer in it. Once you stain it the first time, you sand it back, steel wool it back. You want to add a touch of another color. Very difficult to do because of that sealer that's in there. From my experience, water base and alcohol base stains do not do that. Starting to look pretty good right there. I'm going to set this back, let it dry down. I'm going to steel wool it some more. I'm going to give you a quick look at what we're trying to shoot for. Another one on a larger scale. This is a forearm off a black powder rifle I built. This is done with Aquafortis on very highly figured maple. That's all we're doing. Back in a bit. We're back for the final leg here. We're going to put on some clear coat. After the maple stain, I've just buffed and buffed and buffed with the t-shirt. It's already looking gorgeous right there. All this, what we're doing, like I said earlier, it's a play on light. We're going to clear coat it with True Oil. Notice that's upside down. You open this, just punch a small hole in it. When you're done with it, store it upside down. That'll keep your solvents and everything in there from evaporating. Won't turn to bubble gum or whatever you call that garbage that most varnishes and clear coats turn to after about such a long time. I'm just going to hand rub and rub and rub and rub and work it into the pores, work it into the grain. The stuff works really, really good. I've got a lot of knives done with it. Protects them a lot. Anything made out of wood, knives, I don't think you need to be told, never, ever go in a dishwasher. They're all hand washed. About 2-3 coats of this, maybe 4, depending on how much time I got, what I'm doing. It's like 3 degrees below zero right now, so I've got a lot of time. Let this set about, you can do about 2 coats a day. When you get done, it's going to have a very high gloss, just like a sheet of glass finish to it. This stuff right here, stock sheen and conditioner. I'm sure all it is It's like a jeweler's rouge in a liquid paste form, liquid form. You'll knock this high gloss finish back to a matte. That's where I like to be. That's what this one is. There you go. That's highly figured maple done with Aquafortis. Got something like that in your kitchen, why would you want something with plastic scales on it? A little bit of time, a little bit of effort, not a whole lot of talent, doesn't take much. This Cave Dweller, 1959. Thank you much for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, you want to see more, right down in that corner, there's a little spear chucker. Click on him. Thank you very much.